Okay, good morning. I think we're live. Let's see how it goes. Welcome to this 60-minute Chopra Yoga Flow. I'm so glad you're here. To begin, we'll become into a comfortable seat. To begin, you can prop yourself up using a blanket or a bolster under your hips or your knees, or using blocks. We'll start with the hands to the knees, closing the eyes. Place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly for some coherence breathing. Start to notice the quality of your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Begin by watching the breath, not changing or manipulating it in any way. Notice how your body breathes. Notice how it feels to breathe. Begin to balance the length of your breath in and the length of your breath out. Balance the inhalation to the exhalation for the next few rounds, aligning the nervous system, beginning to ground your energy. Bring your hands to your thighs, palms facing down. We'll begin rolling the shoulders forward and up and back and down as you exhale. Forward and up on the inhale, back and down on the exhale. One more time, up and back and down. Now float your right ear to your right shoulder. Pause here, relaxing both shoulders, keeping your chin on a slight diagonal. Relax your jaw. Float your head back to center and switch sides. Take your left ear to your left shoulder, relaxing both shoulders. Lifting your chin slightly on the diagonal as you're comfortable. Float your head back to center. Take a breath in here, and as you breathe out, slide your hands to your knees, and as you breathe out, round your back. Inhale and lean forward. Exhale and round your spine. Inhale and lean forward, lifting your spine and your gaze. Exhale into the round spine, into seated cat-cow. Inhale, arms stretch wide, arms gaze up. As you exhale, lace your fingers, stretch your arms forward. Inhale, arms stretch wide. Exhale, arms forward. Rounding the spine. Inhale, arms out, expand the chest. Exhale, release, rounding the back. Keep your fingers laced. Stretch your arms straight up overhead. As you exhale, press your palms up, linking the arms over your spine. As you exhale, take your right arm down, left arm up and over the side, leaning to the right. Push down into the left sit bone, extending up through the left fingertips. Stretch the arms back up on the inhale, interlacing the arms with the opposite finger. Lift. Put your left arm down, right arm up overhead, pushing into the right sit bones, reaching through the right fingertips. Breathe. Relax your face. Bring the arms back up overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Lower the hands down the midline of your body. Take a moment here. Deep breath. What am I grateful for? What am I truly, deeply grateful for? Oh. Take a deep breath in. Lower your hands down slowly, floating your eyes open. Next, we'll come up to hands and knees, tabletop pose. You may need a blanket under your knees if there's any sensitivities. Keep your wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers spread nice and wide. Push the chest forward, sit bones lifted. As you breathe out, press the tops of the feet into the mat and round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. A few more cat-cows, following the breath on your own. Enjoy the movement. Come back into a neutral position with the spine back into tabletop. Stretch your right leg behind you, curl the toes under, stretch your right calf back, pushing into your right heel. Shift your weight forward a little bit. Lift your right leg straight up off the floor with all of your toes pointing down. Bring your weight into your right hand and extend your left arm over your head, drawing your navel up away from the mat. Gaze forward in front of the mat. Lengthen between the heel and the fingers. Lower your left hand down, right knee in to meet the left knee. Switching sides. Left knee stretches back, curling the toes, stretching the calf, releasing the Achilles tendon. Lean forward slightly, lifting the left leg straight up off the mat, keeping the toes pointed down. Weight into the left hand with the right arm up. Steady gaze in front of you, in front of the mat. Push, lengthening between the fingers and the heel. On the exhale, lower the right arm down and the left knee in to meet the right. Bring your big toes to touch. Back into child's pose, spreading the knees toward the edge of the mat. Reaching out through your fingertips. Keeping your arms extended long. Coming to hands and knees. Taking your hands a little forward of your shoulders. Tuck the toes. Beginning to lift the hips up into downward dog. Keeping the knees bent as necessary. Fingers spread wide. Spread the toes. Mountain climbers here as necessary. Relax the neck and head. Breathe into the pose. From downward facing dog, move forward into plank or lowering your knees into modified plank. On your next exhale, press back into down dog or child's pose. Lean forward into plank on the inhale. Exhale, pull back into down dog. Inhale into plank or modified plank with the knees down, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, back into down dog. Breathe in on the inhale into plank. Pause here. Spreading the fingers wide. With or without your knees, bend the elbows straight down into chaturanga, down to the floor. Push back through your toes, peeling your toes up into upward facing dog. Release any tension in the neck or jaw. Inhale. Lower your forehead to the floor. Curl your toes to the back and push back into downward facing dog or child's pose. On your inhale, look forward towards the hands. On the exhale, move the feet towards the hands. Inhale into half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Uttanasana. On the inhale, stretch the arms up. Flat back, rising up one vertebra at a time. Exhaling the hands down to the midline. Into Tadasana. Breathe here. Head and neck relaxed. Standing in Tadasana, strong and grounded. Take a deep breath, reaching the arms up. As you bring out, dive forward over your legs, bending the knees as needed. Inhale halfway up. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, release the spine. Inhale the arms up, all the way up through the flat back. Exhale down through the midline. Tadasana. Again, up, inhale. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale the arms up, flat back, reaching up. Exhale, hands down through to the heart, into Tadasana. Now we'll add on. You can lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Soft through the knees. Inhale, halfway up. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Hands to the mat or blocks. Take your left foot back into lunge. Dropping the back knee down. Arms up onto the thigh. Low lunge. Arms up overhead. As you bring out, arms down, back to the mat. Bring the feet back to touch, plank or modified plank. As you exhale into chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Curl the toes. Press slowly back into down dog on the exhale. Find your breath, relaxing the head and neck. Ease into the shoulders. Onto the inhale, rise up off your knees. On the exhale, left foot forward. Release your right knee down. Lift the arms up to the thighs, lifting the belly, engaging the abdomen. Lengthen the arms up overhead. Bring the fingertips to touch. On the exhale, bringing the arms back down to the mat, framing the heel or foot. Lift the right foot in the back up to the front. Inhale, half back. Forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, bring the arms up, rise up through the flat back. Fingertips to touch. Exhale, down through the heart into Tadasana. Again, arms up, overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down, right foot back into the lunge, knee down. Bring your hands to the front thigh and up overhead if you're ready. On the exhale, hands down, framing the front foot. Lift and move back into plank or modified plank. Exhale into chaturanga, all the way to the floor. Uphill into up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes and back into down dog. Child's pose. Relaxing the knees, shoulders, neck, and head. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Rise up off your heels, gaze forward. Step to right foot forward. Drop the back knee. Lift your arms up over to the thigh. Lifting the arms up overhead when you're ready. Exhale down, hands framing the front foot. Lift the back knee, lifting the foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms stretch out, up overhead. Flat back. Exhale, and into Tadasana. Up overhead. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale back into fold. Jump back into plank or half plank. Down into chaturanga. Breathing in into up dog. Down into down dog. From here, you can stay or lower your knees into tabletop pose. Lift your right heel up, pushing into the wall. As you exhale, draw your navel into your chest or draw your knee into your chest. Exhale, right heel back. Exhale, in. Inhale, press back. Exhale, step the right foot up by the wrist. Into warrior one. Root into your back foot. Stretch the arms up overhead, keeping the torso square with the front of your mat. As you breathe in, straighten the front leg. Bring your arms into cactus. Breathe in. Squeeze head over your right leg. Inhale, straighten the leg. Arms wide. Exhale, bend the front knee. Arms wide. Inhale. Exhale. Meet with the arms overhead. Pause here. Keep the arms moving wide as you breathe in. Overhead as you exhale. Inhale, wide. Arms forward over your head. Slow breath in. Now exhale, lower the arms. So frame the front foot. Inch the toes back a little bit. Lower the back knee to the mat. Push the right foot over to the edge of the mat into lizard pose. Hands can stay in line with the foot, or you can lower your elbows to the mat or blocks. Lots of different versions for lizard pose. If you want more engagement, you can curl the back toes and lift the back knees up. Feel free to stay with the knees down. Come into the hands whenever you feel discomfort. Lower the back knee. Palms flat onto the floor. Lift the back left foot. Bring the right foot to meet it. And into down dog. You can stay here in down dog. You can rest in child's pose. Or you can move through another vinyasa flow. Okay. Always listen to your body. And we'll meet in downward facing dog or hands and knees. Oh, I did the right leg down earlier. Left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, press back through the heel, push into the wall. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, back through the heel. Exhale, forward. Step your left foot up in front of your hands. Slowly move it towards the edge of your mat. Rise up into warrior one. Arms up overhead. Square your pelvis and wall towards the wall you're facing. Left leg straight, elbows wide. As you exhale, bend the front knee, reach over the left leg. Inhale, straighten, arms wide, gaze up. Exhale, bend the front knee, root arms overhead. Inhale, back with the arms. Exhale, forward. Pause with the legs wherever you are. Keep the arms moving. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back and wide. Arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hands down to the mat. Lower the back knee down. Inch your left foot over to the mat side. Hands on the inside for lizard pose. You can have your hands on the mat. You can use blocks. You can put your elbows onto the ground. You can tuck the toes, lifting the back knee to engage even further. Curl the back toes, pushing into the knee. To come out of the pose, lower the back knee down. Come back onto your hands. Take your blocks to the side of the mat. Step the back knee back or forward front foot into downward facing dog. Just enjoy the break and the small rest. When we all are ready, we'll come into downward facing dog. When you're ready, look up to your hands, bend your knees, stop, hop, or walk your hands, feet to your hands. Breathe out, folding forward over your legs. On the inhale, bring the arms out and around, up, palms touching. Exhale, pulling your hands down the midline. Pausing here, palms touching at the heart. Keep your thumb and pinky finger touching while opening your other 3 fingers into Lotus Mudra. Notice what awakens within you during this self-realization pose. Feeling the full expression of your unique self. Lower the arms down alongside your body. Step to the side of your mat. Turn and face the side wall. Turn and face the legs out or the toes out. Lift the arms out, up as you breathe in. Palms touch at the top. As you breathe out, bend the knees, lowering the hands into goddess, up and over. Inhale, up. Exhale, bringing the knees down or bending the knees and the hands down. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend down into the knees, pulling the hands, pause, hands to heart. Reach your arms wide into the T position. Give yourself a hug with the right arm over the left. Stay here. Or move the backs of the hands into eagle pose. Palms touching or backs of the hands touching. Whatever version you're in, lift your elbows up, relaxing the shoulders down, pushing the tailbone towards the floor, lifting your sternum up, relaxing the tops of the shoulders. Strengthening the legs. Release the arms. Inhale, straighten the legs. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the hips. Twist the feet forward. Lift your gaze up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, coming all the way forward. Rest your arms to the floor, blocks, or the mat. Wherever you feel comfortable. Make sure the weight is towards the balls of your feet. You can move the hands back towards your fingertips, allowing your head to drop back towards the floor. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. When you're ready, inhale halfway up into a flat back, engaging your belly. Bend your knees slightly, hands to your hips. Rise flat back up. Rise flat back. The neck stays long. Back into the neck. Come back into the center. Heels into goddess. Other arm. This time, we'll bend the knees, bring the palms to touch at the bottom, and on the inhale, move the arms up the center line. Exhale, bring the knees down into the bottom. Bring your palms to touch. Inhale, up the midline towards the center. Exhale, bending the knees. Inhale, pulling the hands up through the midline. Exhale, bend the knees, arms wide into your T position. Give yourself a hug, this time with the left arm over the right. Hug the shoulders down the back. If you're ready, you can begin to go into Eagle's pose, crossing the arms, backs of the hands together or palms touching. Stay in whatever position feels most attainable for you. Lifting the elbows, sustaining the pose in whatever position you're most comfortable. Remember, a hug is just as good as an eagle's arm. One more deep breath here. Relax your arms, unwind the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, arms to hips. Pivot your toes in, keeping the heels wide. Interlace the hands behind the back. If you have any tension in the shoulders, you can use a strap to keep your arms apart, whatever length is going to be comfortable. Otherwise, lifting up through the center of the chest. Inhale. On the exhale, tip forward at your pelvis. Pause wherever you're comfortable, stopping at your range. Stop it halfway, a little bit forward, or all the way. Engaging the Tadasana spine. Bring your palms to touch if you can. Helps with the wrist. From here, staying in our forward bend, release your hands to the floor, releasing to the fingertips. Begin with the left hand down on the mat or on a block. When you're ready, bring your right hand to the back, your sacrum, flat part of your back. Begin to rotate your shoulder up towards the ceiling, lifting the rib cage high. Rotating. Inhale. If you're able to have the shoulders stacked, you may want to lift the shoulder or the right arm. When you're ready, lower the right arm to the mat or block. Left arm up to your sacrum or flat part of your spine. When you're ready, begin to twist, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Engaging the twist through the core. If your shoulders are stacked, you can go ahead and lift your arm here. When you're ready, lower the left arm to the mat, placing the block to the side. Shake your head a little bit, releasing any extra tension here. Let go. On the inhale, come halfway up into a flat back. Hands to your hips, engage your core. Rise up through the flat back. Take a little lift. Coming back to center. Step or go back to the front of your mat. Tadasana pose. Take a moment to check in with your body, allowing the nervous system to calm, finding the free space between your thoughts. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. From here, step back into down dog. Bring your toes together, lowering your knees to the mat. Come into child's pose, bringing your head to the mat, to the block, resting on your arms extended, calming the body, grounding the energy down, taking a few deep breaths. When you're ready, come back into your easy seat, comfortable seated position. Place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Embracing your joyful, energetic body. Bring your other hand up to your heart and embrace your loving, compassionate heart. Next, bring all of your fingertips to touch, keeping the palms spread at the heart as we activate our reflective, alert mind. Keeping the thumb and pinky finger touching, open all three fingers into Lotus Mudra as you embrace lightness of being. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.